Work-life balance in estate and letting agency. Today I'm joined by Toby Martin, who can be regularly seen on videos and on posting on social media, pictures of with your child in tow. And also the fact is that you had a digital detox and you didn't like it.
So, hated every minute of it. I'm never doing it again. Yeah.
Okay, so talk to me about work-life balance in estate and letting agency.
Okay, I don't believe that there's such a thing as work-life balance. I don't believe it exists. I don't think that it's something we should try and aim to achieve. I think that those of us who are working in agency and those of us who are succeeding in agency will always be out of balance. I think it's impossible to keep everything in the air at the same time. You referred to a picture I posted on LinkedIn of me working in the office with my probably then 9-month-old baby strapped to my front. I had my laptop on top of a pile of cardboard boxes so I could stand up and work on it. That particular day was the day when my wife was sick. So what could I do? I had to do my work because at that particular day, my work was my priority. So I had to take my child into work. There was no two ways about it. But I think that when we're trying to achieve a balance, what we're saying is actually we need to keep everything in a very narrow focus, not let anything get out of control. And actually that sounds very middle of the road and mediocre to me. What I've really learned to embrace, especially in the last few months even, is allowing your life to get out of balance in order to achieve great things. If you want to achieve great things in your work, then sometimes you have to fully focus on your work and let the rest of your life get out of balance. What's important is to restore the balance, counterbalance at a later date. Give the same attention to your family or whatever else you have going on in your life at another time and restore an equilibrium. But I do believe that at some point, if you're going to achieve great things, you have to embrace chaos. You have to, okay, I need to do this particular video, which I think is going to be a really successful one in my LinkedIn marketing or my Facebook marketing. So actually, I'm going to ignore my emails today. And my clients aren't going to get a reply until tomorrow. I'm going to let that fall out of balance. Or I've got a lot going on at work, so I'm going to spend this whole week working until 9 p.m. I'm going to let my family life get out of balance. But I'm going to restore that balance at a later date once I've focused on my work. So my point is that I believe it is absolutely fine to let things get out of balance and not always be focusing on what we call a perfect work-life balance.
That's all very easy to say, but if I was talking to your wife Stina on the sofa, what would she say?
Well, she would certainly start off with a big eye roll, and then she would acknowledge that it's extremely important for me to devote the amount of time that I need to my work.
But
separately,
but she has her own, but she's got her own business as well, hasn't she?
She does, yes.
Isn't she allowed to do?
We're very, absolutely. And ultimately that might involve me having another day with the baby strapped to my front in the office. Or in the school holidays, it might mean taking the older kid into the office with me, sending him on errands around our properties or something like that. Ultimately, I'm very lucky in that I have a hugely supportive family who completely buy into this philosophy, and they will not complain in the slightest bit where I say, do you know what, actually Sunday night I'm afraid I can't do the kids' bedtime because I'm going to stay on a travel lodge outside of Grantham so I can talk to Chris Watkin tomorrow. These kinds of things are necessary of our time, and you have to allow that balance to fall out of kilter, but you have to put it back into balance at a later date. So my family will absolutely get the devotion it needs on another day, but today this is more important to me, and they get that.
Good stuff. Thank you for your insight today.
Thank you, Chris.